Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe. We are going to do a random ranking. Basically, I go to my movie collection behind me and I pick out 3 movies with my eyes closed. Well, my eyes aren't always closed. Sometimes they are. But regardless, when I'm choosing these films, it is at random. And then I rank those movies from least favorite to most favorite based on a variety of criteria. I think what I'm going to do, I've been doing this lately just to kind of speed things up, is I'm going to pick 3 movies that are next to each other in my collection because this is not a fully alphabeticalized, why can't I say that anymore? Alphabetized. That was weird. You ever seen the movie Slammin' Salmon? Somebody's it's like about a restaurant, and one of the servers last name is Metrodopolis, and on his tag it says Metrodopolis, and the owner of the restaurant is Michael Clark Duncan. He plays like a former boxer, and he's there checking on all the people that work at his restaurant, and he's trying to read this guy's name. He's trying to read this guy's name, and he just goes, meat drapes. And the guy's like, oh, actually it's Metrodopolis. And then it's Greek. And then he goes, meat drapes. It's Metrodopolis. Why doesn't it sound like that when I say it? I probably butchered that. I think I got all the lines right, but coming out of me, it's not good. But you need to watch Slammin' Salmon. It's a Broken Lizard movie, and I think it's underrated. I mean, it's not, as good as some of the others. Maybe it is. I think maybe it's as good. I don't know, but that scene when he's saying meat drapes is the funniest thing in that entire movie. Oh man, I miss Michael Clark Duncan. Oh man, such a good actor. I'm so glad he got an Oscar nomination during his time. He's great. Anyway, let's get back to the topic and pick out 3 movies at random. Where should I do this? A section. I never pick from up here because I have some movies stacked on top, so if I were to pull them out, it would just create a problem. So I'm not going to do that. But I do have a section all the way over here, all the way deep back there, that I'm going to pull from. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Other one requirement for these movies is that I have to have seen them in full. I don't have to remember what I watched, because it could be a movie I watched when I was like 8 and I haven't seen since. But I do have to have seen them in full. If I haven't, then I will swap that one out for a new one. Okay, speaking of, I've only seen this movie once. Red Heat. I bought this at a pawn shop many years ago. Probably 12 years ago. Watched it. So probably haven't seen it since then. Now you may be wondering, how do you always know when you bought these? So I bought this when I was in graduate school, and I graduated from grad school like 11 years ago. So that's how I know, I guess. That's when I was shopping at this pawn shop. When it was when I was in grad school. So a lot of my collection came from 2007, 8, 9, 10. Is that grad school? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, I mean, I don't have really much to say about this, except for I'm pretty sure Arnold's trying to do like a Russian accent. Jim Belushi, I like him in some things, not everything. I think he was fine in this one. There's actually, whenever I don't like him, I don't feel like it's his fault. It's more the movie. There was a movie I loved when I was a little kid called Mr. Destiny with Belushi and Michael Caine. Michael. Let me see if I can get it. Michael Caine. And I loved it as a kid, but then I watched it as an adult, and it was awful, and everything he was saying was awful, like terribly delivered. His lines were so bad, his acting was not good, but it really didn't seem like it was his fault. He was saying a lot of forced dialogue that just didn't work in the movie. But this, look, they're in Chicago. This is Chicago, so they're in Illinois right here. This is the Hancock Tower right there in Chicago. Some people will confuse it for the Sears Tower, which is actually now called the Willis Tower. But no, this is the Hancock Tower. So, yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot. I feel bad for this movie because I've only seen it one time and it's been like 12 years. The Island. Sometimes I think if we are to like judge Michael Bay's movies on quality, like how not like it's just dumb fun, you know, the opposite of that. I feel like this might be his second best. No, that's not right. The Rock is awesome. Armageddon's awesome. I don't know. Basically, this one is a little bit more serious, I think, than his other films. That's all I'm trying to say. This movie is a little bit more serious than a lot of his other films, but it also has a very strong sci-fi quality to it, which I didn't know when I watched this for the first time. But I like this movie a lot, and I feel like it is underrated. But I don't know. I like Michael Bay. I like most of his stuff, honestly. I just, didn't really care for any of the Transformers beyond the first one. And the first one, I'm not really watching it much anymore. But I like Michael Bay. Armageddon's probably my favorite of his. But, The Island, I think, is good and should get more play. And then Kill Bill Volume 2. That's kind of funny to just have Volume 2 thrown in this mix. How are we gonna rank this? I think I already know. Alright, so it was pretty clear this one's going to go at the end. I haven't seen it in many, many years, and I drew this picture somewhere. I have a drawing of Belushi looking like that. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Actually, it's probably right here, but it's under a lot of things. Nope, those are my comic books. Okay, so this is number 3. And then I'm actually going to put The Island, even though you just heard me praise it a lot, I'm going to put that at number 2. And Kill Bill Volume 2 is actually going to be number 1. Very good film. I was actually... martial arts outside of, like, 90s ninjas, like 3 Ninjas, and... What's my hair doing here? Which way do I want it parted? This way? 3 Ninjas, Surf Ninjas... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like those were the martial arts films, sidekicks that I liked as a kid, and my stepdad was really into martial arts, right? But I don't know, that was a genre that I just really couldn't get that into. It was kind of difficult for me to, other than the kiddie stuff, right, that I grew up with. But this, so it took me a while to sort of get into these movies. Like, I watched them and I liked them, but it really wasn't until, I don't know, when did this come out? Anybody remember? It's not like you can answer me right now. But, I don't know, I would say, let's say 5 years later, 5 years after this came out, giving it a few more rewatches, I then really, really liked it. So, it took me a while. I was a little slow to the game, but now I have a deep respect for this film, both movies. And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Tarantino making a third. I know he has like one more movie to make before he retires. I don't know what he's going to do. Although I think he considers Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 one movie, so if he makes Volume 3, maybe he will call that one movie here. So maybe we have 2 movies from Tarantino. Kill Bill Volume 3 and something else. That would be fun. But yeah, I was late to really, really liking these movies. I was just kind of like, yeah, that was good. But now I'm like, you know what? I think I really, really like these. Okay. So yeah, this is my ranking right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Wait, no, that's not it. This is my ranking right here. Why can't I hold these? I do this almost every day. Kill Bill Volume 2, The Island, and Red Heat. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3 of them, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.